Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and good afternoon. My name is NABILA binti SABARRUDIN, a motivated speaker, and two of my friends that will be sitting here with me will have a short discussion about our topic today.
Hi and Assalamualaikum. Good afternoon everyone. My name is NURUL HASHIMAH binti WAHAB. I am lecturer from University Kebangsaan Malaysia.
Hi, good afternoon. I greet to all of you. My name is DANIA, SITI DANIA binti AHMANI. You can call me Madam DANIA, a mother of 3 children. Thank you for giving me an opportunity to have a short discussion with both of you.
All right, I hope you two are doing great. Shall we start now? Okay, I hope you all are ready. The topic we will discuss today is about the importance of learning English at an early age. Okay, first of all, as we know, learning English is not easy as we thought. At school, children have to learn English through the English subject. At the preschool level as well, children were introduced to the English subject as preparation for them to communicate with others and also to get a job with an international companies in the future. I believe that everyone knows that English is the international common tongue. So, if children learn English at an early age, they can easily communicate with foreigner or with their boss in the future. Sometimes their families can talk in English with the others because English is not our mother tongue, right? And at the time, the children can also help their families by translating sentence that their families do not understand into sentence that they understand. As a counselor, I strongly recommended that children should be exposed to English from an early age. They can learn a lot of vocabulary and sentences in English easily, and there are a lot of benefits when learning English at an early age. When I was made a visit to preschool, primary school, I always get complaints from teachers and children, and also from the parents about the shortcomings and problems they face to speak in English. Children from primary school are always bullied and mocked by their peers because they are not proficient in English. Sometimes they are also laughed by their friends for not being good at speaking English. It might be a good idea to children learn English at an early age as a way to protect themselves from being bullied by others. How about your opinion, Madam Dania?
That is so true, Miss Ayu. I agree with you. This is a very sensitive issue for parents like me when it comes to bullying. I believe that not all children can tell their parents when they are being bullied. Maybe they will feel ashamed or sad to talk about being bullied in school in front of their parents. So, this will affect their mental health and become more serious in the future. For example, they will be stressed and cause their exam scores to drop. In addition, kids who are bullied in school spend less time with siblings and parents as they go through a lot of stress and disappointment. They are also refrained from mixing with their friends. The fear of getting bullied makes them recluse. Due to the loss of interest in studies, they tend to pay less attention to studies. So, in order to prevent cases of bullying from happening, all parents should pay attention and start taking action to give the best education for their child. This is why learning English at an early age are really important. One of the reasons is Learning English at an early age is easy because kids are fast learners. Children are very adaptable during their formative years. Even after being introduced to their first language, picking up English is much easier for for them than for an adult like us to accustomed to certain language structures. I experienced a lot while raising my children. If you want to know, raising a children is not an easy thing. As a mother, I want to give the best to my children. I believe that all parents out there feel the same too. As a parent, I admit that learning English at an early age should be taken seriously, not only to all parents out there, but also including teachers and the government. Do you agree with me, Miss Ayu and Miss Shima?
Yes, I agree, even though I don't have experience as a parent, but totally agree that parents should be started to educate their child with English language.
True, I agree with your point of view, but I believe there is some of them who does not have time to teach their children, or maybe they don't have any skills to talk in English, even in basic English.
Yep, I can't deny that. It is true that some parents are really busy with their work lives, or maybe they are not fluent in English. However, in my opinion, every problem has a solution. Even me, before this, I don't understand English at all. Then I study English by myself and have improved myself. Maybe I don't speak English as well as you, but I tried my best to become comfortable with the language. So, me as a parent want to recommend to send their child to any English classes such as Kids Planet Center. Or maybe they can at least give their child to learn English online. Maybe parents can play a cartoon in English so that the child can be familiar with the words. In addition, parents cannot expect 100% from teachers to teach their kids everything. All parents should realize that they are the biggest role in children's life because they are the closest person to them. I strongly advise that all parents should support and teach their children with basic English language. With support from both teachers and parents, children have more chances to use and improve their English language. All parents should set their mindset that it is never too early to begin learning a language. We should be the one who plan our children's future. Parents should be the one who plan their children's future.
Sorry for interrupting you, but I want to ask, can parents support their children if they don't speak well?
Yes. Yes, parents can help their child to gain in confidence and feel more motivated by giving them lots of praise and opportunities to practice English. It is actually more easier for children to learn when they get encouragement at home. If they get enough practice and become comfortable to talk in English, it will increase their confidence level. Even though they make a mistake, we as a parent should not be angry to them. We still need to praise them, such as, "Good job, dear, I am proud of you." This kind of support can help them to build confidence because children are sometimes afraid of making mistakes in front of their classmates. They often feel more comfortable trying things out with their parents. Praise them to create a sense of success and encourage them when they take risks. Plus, don't worry if your child sometimes get confused when they are learning English. It is actually normal to have a U-shaped learning curve. One step back, then two steps forwards. What about you, Shima? Can you share your opinion?
Okay, in my view, the lack of time a student is able to develop the learning a language has a direct and positive correlation to cognitive development. A longer time also provides the opportunity for learn to grow alongside the additional language and culture, developing a deeper connection as the measure. If your child starts to study English every yearly, they will absorb the new language in the simple way. This is because Prasinka 2060 has said that babies effortlessly learn English as they soak it up like a sponge. So, if learning English that takes place at an older age, learning is much hard and more complicated. But when children study English, they store what they have learned in the same single area in their brain. However, the dog need to neurology area, which make learning a foreign language much hard. Learning a second language is quite hard and it will come easily to everyone. Plus, learning new language will make learning other things much easy in your everyday life because when we learn something new out brain, new neural pathways will help understand all other new things that need to know. If you can master the English language from a young age, of course, there will constantly be more knowledge can be learned and make it easy for their children to learn in the future. The first 6 years of is the golden time or the most ideal time to teach children about new things, especially their second language skill. I agree with point Miss Dania before this, which is that her strong advice that all parents should support and teach their children with basic English language. As a parent, must help and support their children from an early age to learn English. As a parent can create interaction in English. The example is get used to speaking with them in English. Do not speak with your child by use English style because it is a habit that can affect their skill. Parents who can send their children to follow an English program. What is an English program? An English language program is important to ensure your child can learn English skill consistent. This is because some parents may not be able to give full commitment in training their children to speak English on top of work contract. So, sending them to follow an English program is the best move. Trust me, teaching children at an early age is easy to them to understand, which can help them use English language skill to communicate with people. How about you, Miss Ayu? Do you agree with me or do you have another point to share with me?
I see what you are saying, but in my opinion, the other importance of learning English at an early age is can increase intelligence. Why am I talking this? It is because according to the Hakim and Chiani 2019, that is an excellent stimulus for children to learn English as a foreign language in its golden age. Children who start learning a language before the age of 5 often achieve a much higher proficiency throughout their lives. Besides that, children have the unique advantage to learn a language at a much faster pace than teenagers or adults. It guess this is the best ways to help children master themselves in English at an early age. Children who are exposed to the subject of English earlier will be able to give them exposure to the importance of this English for their future. Do you all know children speech organs are still flexible, so they will be able to achieve the right pronunciation by mimicking the teacher. In the world of early childhood education, we all know that children always learn through imitation from adults and teenagers, especially to the people closest to them. On that situation, I suggest to Madam Dania and all of the parents out there to try speak in English at home during talk with children and others family members. Is that right, Madam Dania?
That's right. Thank you, Miss Ayu, for your suggestion.
Okay, basically, children learning through playing. So teacher and parents can take action to teach children English at an early age, such as through playing, such as role-playing actions, storytelling, and so on.
I see, Miss Ayu. What a great point. I can see that you must have do a lot of research before, right? I agree with your point. Learning English is easier if you are still young. Children who have a chance to learn English while they are still young have a brighter future life. As a parent, I have provided many activities at home that can help my child to strengthen their English language using nursery rhymes, music, and arts. I suggest to all parents out there to give a head start to their children with many activities at home. They can increase future life opportunities of their children. These children will be capable to do many complex things in life, such as flexible in critical thinking, and they will be easy to go traveling anywhere. There's no doubt. With all the technology provided, learning has become flexible. Parents can do their job easily. If they cannot teach their children by themselves, then let technology do the jobs. Future opportunities not only focus on their career, but it can be seen from the scores that the children get in school. Learning English early can boost their academics. Then they will stand out when applying for higher education. Next, if they master English, they will enjoy traveling more. We all want to set our children up for success and make sure they have the opportunities for a bright and successful future. Many companies require their employees to speak a second language, and in most cases, English must be one of those languages on the list. English is actually the universal language that people use to communicate when they don't share the same mother tongue. Children who learn English as a second language will have incredible opportunities to travel around the world and get to know other cultures.
I agree with Madam Dania's point. Learning can give opportunity in future life. I believe that school or university graduate who are proficient in English will find it easy to get a job compared to those who don't have a good command of English. This is because learning English in the early years can open many doors for you by enhancing essential skill that employer might be looking for. Plus, learning a second language enables pupils to develop new skills. This learning skill can help with different tasks at work, even learning other subjects at school. The fact of being bilingual, of having a good knowledge of English, open your child up to the job market. As we have mentioned above, English is the most important language at the professional level. In fact, more than 80% of job offer requiring English. Not only is the third most spoken language in the world, but it also official language of many of the stronger global economic power. Master of the English language is very important in facing the era globalization. I believe that a quality education system is the important to produce knowledge, human capital, but skill and speaking in English make a person competitive. Will not giving us the ability to reach out to make this to have confident deal with other people, but not just a business and economy, but also in terms of diplomacy, international relation, and So, interests of our country across all those fields will not be properly protected or in terms of English. The reality is the young people English speaking skill are lacking the lack of exposure from childhood. So, like it or not, master of the English language a survival skill in globalist world that is increasingly crossing border. Am I right, Miss Dania?
Yes, that's right, Miss Shima. I can see that you are doing a lot of research too, just like Miss Ayu. That's a very valid point. Many parents understand the importance of learning English, but they don't see it as a priority or think that learning another language at a young age may have negative effects on their child. No, it's not. Many studies suggest that the best time to introduce a new knowledge or a second language to your child is before the age of 10. At this early stage of life, language is learned and acquired faster, written better, and spoken with exceptional pronunciation. My last point is about social benefits. Social benefits that children get from learning English. Nowadays, I know that nowadays English language has become the most common language around the world. If the children become comfortable talking in English, they will become active in class or they will become brave to talk with other people. This is because English is the most spoken language around the world. Wherever we go, we will use the English language. Thus, our kids can get a sociable life and not become an introvert when they meet new people. By learning English, you get to talk to people outside your usual social space. Then, our kids will get recognized everywhere because they are capable of talking in many languages. Therefore, it will also enhance the social awareness and integrity of your child when he or she speaks, read, and communicate in English from infancy. People will start praise his or her skills too. Do you agree with me, Miss Ayu?
I see what you are saying, madam. You must have experienced a lot when you taking care all of your children, right?
Yes, that's true. I have many experience before.
I would like to ask Ms. Shima, since she is a lecturer who is expert in this profession, she must know about the curriculum that government has provided. Can you share about what is the strategies that government of Malaysia has made for strengthening English subject in school, Ms. Shima?
Okay. By 2003, English had begun to be used in education in Malaysia. This system was started when English was made the medium of instruction of science and mathematics subject. The implementation was carried out in stage, starting with students in Year 1 and students in Form 1. A few years later, all primary and secondary school students have a used English complete in science and mathematics education. Although this program is covered with various controversy, the government action to implement the policy of using English in education bring many benefits. Actually, government have something and the program has been implemented in the school. The main purpose of strategy BI is to enable exploration various knowledge in increased competition in the national level and international. In addition, BI is also a language of communication, international that need to be mastered, will and effect. The policy goal of MBI is to create a society that master BMMBI in the national education system. Focus on BMMBI aim to create a united society and create a Malaysian nation that is competitive at the world level. This is a goal is in line with the implementation of MBI policy for produce students who are fluent and confident in using BMMBI. What is the objective? So, the objective for this program is that increase the use of BMMBI in activity outside the classroom. And the second one is improve student master BMMBI. In addition, English is a language that must be learned and mastered by all the students. A person who can master this language will be more confident and able to opportunity available either at the national level or at the international level. However, no matter how important the English language is used by the international community, the use of the Malaysian language of the official language of the country need to be defended and its dignity enhanced. We don't want our official language to disappear due to our neglecting to glorify the English language like to Malay saying, those who are changed cannot get, those who are carried out drop it. So, thank you.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Shima, for your opinion. Last but not least, as a conclusion, I agree with the statement from Ms. Shima, which said the Ministry of Education must continue the program done in order to continue the MBI. The program is not only to focus in English learning, but it also giving children the facility to practice English while they can also use the Malay language during weekend activities. I also observe some things that cause difficulties for children in learning English at an early age. The one of them is because of a lack of motivation. To increase children's motivation, I would like to suggest that teachers should make learning activity more fun by using the right method and various games based on the children's cognitive, physical, and emotional level. Increasing of students' motivation in learning English is in line with the use of interesting learning methods, such as using games, puzzles, interesting picture, and song in the teaching and learning process. In addition, teachers also should know the content of teaching English. Do you agree with me?
Yes, that's true, Miss Ayu. I agree with you the point.
Yeah, I agree. I can see that both of you have a lot of knowledge. I'm so happy to have a short discussion with you guys today. I gain more knowledge about children, education, and I would like to say thank you to both of you.
My please, thank you too for spending your time with me. I hope we can continue our discussion maybe with another topic.
Yes, why not?